Hello, Thomas Smother here with T's Doghouse. Hey, I just made a little video with Nat. In the video we were showing how we can apply a little bit of negative pressure to start to get the behaviors that we want using the lead. One of the things I was working on was the sit. She was doing it from luring, but she had a little resistance to sit from lead pressure, which obviously she's worked right through very, very quickly. She's a very smart little dog. I don't know how much the owners might have done with her too prior to coming, but she's picking up on things very, very good. Now the thing I wanted to show you though is we haven't gotten the lie down yet. So before I got it, I wanted to try to make a video and see if I could get it during the video. And we never know when these are actually going to happen, right? But we just keep working, luring until finally we get what we want. She, as I've been trying to get the lie down, she would reach down to get the treat, but she wouldn't go clear to her belly. I don't force this because there's just no reason to, but what we want to do is build a belief that she's going to get the treat. If I held that treat and did not give it to her, her response was to quit trying. So I would lure her to go lower, and then I'd give the treat, and I'd just try to get a little bit more each time. So that's where we're at. She's luring to get her head down to the level of the top of that tire, but when I turn my hand over and hide that treat from her, she's not working to get it. And when they're working to get it, that's when they actually lie down because they're trying to figure out how to get underneath that hand to get that treat. So I've had to build her confidence that she'll get the treat if she continues working. And that's where we're at, but we haven't gotten the lie down yet. You're going to gear up on here, have her sit. Good. Good. Then I'm going to lure down. I'm going to hold it a second. Yes. And I'm going to reward her just before she was going to give up. Some dogs don't give up, but some will give up very quickly and easily, so you got to build their confidence. And try to keep it so you can see this. Good. Yes. Now this time I'm going to hold a little longer and see if she'll go a little lower in her effort. When she sits, I'm just going to lure her back to a sit, or when she stands up. I don't know if you could tell, but that time, because she kept standing up, I lured her back down, but then that last time I kept my hand closer to her body, which gives her less of a desire to stand up. You see how as I started to move my hand away to try to get her to lengthen out and lay down, then she stood up. Creating a little frustration there because she wants that treat. Hasn't gotten it. Good. Good. So I rewarded that sit because we kind of lost it for a second. She was frustrated and she was trying to figure out a new way. Oh, good. Yes, good. Come on. Yes. I want her to fall off that backwards. Good girl. Here. Good. Yes. 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 Swallow it. Good. Oh. Good. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yes, good. So I want to feed a lot of treats right here because I finally got her to it, and I want her to remember that was a really good place to be. So watching the video, I didn't verbalize because I was focusing on the dog, but there was a number of things I was doing. I was using the lead with the little bit of negative pressures that we've taught her by lifting it and dropping it. I got stuck in a little bit of a spot where she was following my hand, but out of frustration, then she was standing up, trying to figure out how to get that treat that I was withholding. And then as she would stand up, then I would have to lure her back down, and we kind of got in a battle there. So I changed my way of doing things, and instead of luring her back to a sit, when she went to stand up, I just took the treat away. And then I asked her to sit again, and then went in and lie down. And I think that helped her realize that standing up wasn't the direction that was going to actually get the reward she was looking for. So then she decided to try something different, and that's when she laid down. But you can see just that one time, and then feeding her a bunch of treats there to help her know that this is the position that's going to pay off. And now she's just settling in and getting very comfortable with laying down. There's no force involved. There's no pushing down. You know, there's just, especially with the down, you're just better off waiting and working until you get the dog doing it in a relaxed state of mind and forcing the issue. And then you can build from there, and it can always stay a happy, wonderful experience. And later on, you know, if you're doing things and you need a down, and you're going to have to, you know, help her know that she needs to down every time you ask. So there's some kind of a correction involved. It won't take much to help her understand that, because she knows down is a great place to be anyway, and it brings rewards. So anyway, that's how we kind of conduct them through that. We'll see if we can get her up and then down one more time. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. So I just withheld that treat for a second until that belly hit the ground. Then I released it into her mouth. I'm just holding it right there, kind of put it in that little crease in my fingers, and then I can cover it with my thumb and keep them from getting it until I'm ready for them to get it. Gonna withhold it. Yes. And I'm gonna mark that verbally, because she's learning that verbal marker so that she knows exactly what made the difference. And I'm trying to release that treat at the same time. Yes. Good girl. That was good. That was good. Yes, good. Here. Yes, good. Good girl. You can see that body language too starting to come in, where she's just starting to follow that hand. We're gonna be able to build from that too, to be able to get things at a distance. And they'll just start picking up on how we naturally do things if we're conscious of the body language that we're using. So thanks for joining me.